Have it. In France, representatives of mosques and Muslim associations came together to condemn the attacks in Paris. France's Muslims fear that they will suffer as a consequence of the attacks. NBC4's Ted Hart spoke to a local family about their view of the public's reaction to these events. Ted?
Well, Ellie, from the State House to schools and malls, arenas and stadiums, there's a new era of caution and fear about terrorism. Local Syrian Americans say they understand that fear, but say directing it at all Muslims or to stop accepting Syrian refugees is misguided. Syrian Americans Ammar Khawam and his wife Sumaya say the Paris attacks will again fire up Islamophobia in the United States. They worry for their 3 children.
I think it negatively impacts them in that they're now seeing their origins.
Ammar and Sumaya say they're disappointed by the news that several governors, including John Kasich, want to stop accepting Syrian refugees.
This is so sad for me as a Syrian American.
Sumaya says she understands the fear, but says Syrian refugees are running for their lives. They are victims. They're running from ISIS and from the Assad regime.
But I think they all come from ignorance. They don't understand what the root problem is, what people are fleeing, what are the circumstances. Like, Syrians are being killed every day. We have an average of 50 victims a day killed by bombardments from Assad and ISIS and Russia. It's just a big mess.
Sumaya believes the turmoil in Syria could be resolved through diplomacy rather than more bloodshed. In the meantime, though, she says, don't re-victimize the refugees.
To tell me that victims of ISIS are not going to be taken into the U.S. or anywhere else because they are blamed for the attacks done by ISIS, that does not make any sense to me.
And I spoke to a representative of one local refugee assistance agency, and she said that they expect to be resettling their first Syrian refugee family, and other refugees face extraordinary security screenings before being allowed in. In the newsroom, Ted Hart, NBC4.